Today we're going to go over the NFC South. In the NFC North, I picked the Lions, who haven't won their division since 1994. The NFC South is a terrible division, but somebody's got to win. We're going to highlight the games for the Saints to start. The Saints will start their 2020 season the test against the Titans and Ryan Tannehill. Former Raider quarterback in his first year as Saints, Derek Carr. Jamal Williams who had an upsetting season, and Derrick Henry, both at their running back position. Although Kamara played today against the Chiefs, he was suspended for 3 games for a fight involved at a Las Vegas club. Also involved Chris Lemon, who will be suspended for 3 games as well. Kick is at noon, Saints. Week 3, Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love against Derek Carr. Jordan Love, who has never started a season, against a wily veteran. The Saints also have a corner at Jeremiah Alexander, who has sustained an injury. Marshall Latimer, some of the best corners in the league, in a key matchup. Kick is at 12. I'm trying to see if I can do each position different for each game. Week 5, New England Patriots lead. Mac Jones versus Derek Carr, both becoming widely veteran. Demar Davis, who had 6 sacks last season. Matthew Judon had 15.5 and 12.5, which makes 28 sacks the past 2 seasons. Widely known as the best linebacker in the league, Matthew Judon. Kick is at 12. Week 7, Jacksonville Jaguars. It will be the third-year quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who led the Jaguars to the playoffs, winning the first-round game and losing the second-round game to the Chiefs. Jimmy Graham is back in the Saints uniform. We're going to highlight them, Jimmy Graham and Evan Ingram, who hopes to revert to 2021. The Saints host Thursday night at 7:15. The Bears and Justin Fields, former Ohio State. Derek Carr, the wily veteran, who went to Fresno State. And Justin Fields went to Ohio State, but did play for Alabama and transferred. Eric McCoy out of the center, and Cody White, center. Not the best players, but the folk players I wanted to go out of the box for centers. Kick is at 12. At Vikings, wily veteran quarterbacks, both of are paid. Kirk Cousins and David Carr. Trent Williams, known as one of the best tackles in the league. And at the tackle for the Saints, Trevor Penning. Week 11 by week 13, Jared Goff, David Carr for the quarterback position. And I picked them to win that NFC North, as I said, for the first time since 1991. Penny Sewell at the tackle position, and Ryan Rizakman Swell at one of the best tackles in the league. He started 15 games and 4 out of 5 years at the center position. Kick is at 12. Week 15, at Giants, Daniel Jones, who was overplayed. Both quarterbacks, David Carr too, Saquon Barkley at the running back position, and for the Saints it will be Alvin Kamara, who will be back and returned, and well interned after 3 weeks of suspension. He'll have returned for 12 games. 8 and 9, I'm picking the Saints. Next team, we got the Buccaneers. It'll be Eastern time zone. We'll go from the Eastern time zone. Vikings week 1, former Heisman Baker Mayfield against Kirk Cousins, who makes $27 million a year. At the receiver position, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. Kick is at 1. Week 2 for the Bears and Buccaneers will be Justin Fields and Baker Mayfield, both All-Americans in their league. Justin Fields in college played for Ohio State. Baker Mayfield played for Oklahoma. Week 3 NFC champions, transferring quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield playing at Oklahoma and also played at Texas Tech. And Ohio State, Jalen Hurts, who transferred from Alabama to Ohio State. He was the backup quarterback for Alabama for 2 seasons, Hurts was. And then played at Ohio State. First two of Monday night games of that night, 6:15 ABC. Week 6 Lions, Jared Goff versus Baker Mayfield, who have both never reached their potential. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Jameson Williams and Amon Armstrong all at the receiver position. Week 8 Josh Allen, Wyoming quarterback versus Baker Mayfield, one quarterback that has achieved a lot and one quarterback that has not, Baker Mayfield in his NFL career. Safety for the Bills, Jordan Pierre, who was rated 57th, and Antonio Junior Howard just has 4 picks, but looking to get better in his career. Just 4 picks in his career. Week 10, Titans, the wily veteran, Baker Mayfield, the quarterback position versus Ryan Tannehill, the both wily veterans, Derrick Henry, and Buccaneers back Rachaad White, 23rd, third-round pick. With White had a good rookie year. Kick is at 12. Week 11, the veterans of quarterbacks of Baker Mayfield and Trey Lance, who is a starter at 49ers, Jason Pierre, and Nick at the end position. Nick Bosa, probably the best in the league as he is holding out. Kick for that game is a 4:05. Week 16, Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence and Clemson's quarterback. I have the Bucs finishing at 7-10. Let's go through the Falcons. Week 2, Packers, and 2 young quarterbacks. Jordan Love in his first season as starter. Second-year starter Desmond Ridder. Jordan Love is third year at quarterback. Kick is at 1. Falcons to host. 6 Falcons, Commanders, Sam Howell and Desmond Ridder. I don't think these guys will have an outstanding career. Montez Sweat at the defensive end position. And Calais Campbell at the Falcons defensive end. Week 13, New York Jets, wily veteran and first year as a Jet, Aaron Rodgers. And it will be Desmond Ridder for the Falcons. And for the receivers, Garrett Wilson in his first season and Drake London, who had a good season and was drafted 8th overall. They're on Hard Knocks. They look to have a great season with wide expectations. Week 16, Colts filling a team, having not talked about Sam Ehlinger. Anthony Richard got the start in the preseason game and maybe has the starting job. Let's do the up front positions. DeForest Buckner for the Colts and Calais Campbell for the Falcons. The rest of the key games we have going over. Now we go over the section. The Panthers will play the Seahawks Panthers week 3. The quarterback position will be Geno Smith and Bryce Young. And first overall pick, Bryce Young. At the edge position will be Unico Nuosa, Darrell Taylor. Kick is at 1. Darrell Taylor for the Panthers. Week 6 Dolphins, it will be former teammate of Bryce Young, Tua Tagovailoa, both won Heisman's at their schools. At Alabama, Joyce Horn at the right tackle position, and Trent Armstead at the right tackle position for the Dolphins. Cowboys Panthers, DJ Chark at the wide receiver position and CD Lamb at the other wide position. Kickoff is at 1. Week 13 Panthers Titans at 12. Host Brian Burns and Jeffrey Simon. Defensive ends position. The rest of the teams we have talked about. So the Falcons at 8-9-8 to win the division. Panthers at 8-9. Saints at 8-9. And 10 with the win division. Everybody. The Buccaneers at 7-10. Falcons win the division. In my prediction, everybody plays the division twice. The division teams twice, home and away. For more, visit the team's websites. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.